Just making sure I am not on mute because the meme of or the phrase of the year is you are on mute. So good evening, everyone. Hello and welcome to the first episode of Thirsty and 30. Our theme for tonight is dating is not canceled. There is definitely hope for you. So this podcast is really about being fun, informative, and what Sherry said, or my co-host, is that blind leading the blind in the love space. So I'm your host, and basically I'm a self-proclaimed non-expert in love. And my co-host as well is a non-expert in love as well. So I'll just bring her in the floor. Let's see if I can bring her in. So just a bit of background with this lady here. She is you're on mute. So she is my childhood friend. And we both, we've always loved tapa and rice. It's just this.
Rice.
Yeah, exactly. Tapa and double rice. So now we're talking about a different kind of love of meat, which is men.
So, hi guys, it's me, clueless virtual dater as well. Another blind one, my fellow blinds.
So everyone, you're in good hands. Both non-expert on love, and we're trying to give you guys love advice. So
we're gonna go through it at the same time. So today our topic is dating is not canceled.
Okay.
We say life is on pause. But like our titas always remind us and their mothers, our biological clock is not on pause. So dating cannot stop. So now we have to discuss virtual dating, the only option that we have.
Yeah. So how are you going with that, Shari?
You know what? It's fun, right?
Napapainom ako.
I know. So Bea, finally we have our podcast. Why did we start our
Can we talk about that a bit? Basically, I think I messaged you about a certain phrase that a man used on me, which was the phrase "in a bit." And I messaged you, I said, how do you guys interpret "in a bit"? We have a group with Sherry, Izzy, Anne, and Katz, and I asked them, what do they think of "in a bit"? And what did you guys respond?
Basically, most women said that it's like 30 minutes is long for "in a bit." But the guys we asked are like 6 hours, next time we're free. In a bit means if you're over an hour, no, it's not in a bit.
In a bit is not 6 hours or 3 hours.
Like, I'm not gonna wait by my phone for your in a bit and 6 hours later. That's what you know.
So I think we have people watching us. A few of our high school friends. Hello.
Okay.
Anong feeling niyo sa in a bit? Is it 1 minute, 30 minutes, 6 hours? Ano ba talaga?
Also, if we have a boy out there, what's in a bit to you?
JM Okina's here. Hi, Bea and Shari. So,
our other childhood friend.
Yeah, so sagutin mo nga, JM. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng in a bit? Wala. Mamaya, baka pinag-iisipan pa niya. Okay, Shari, I think you talked about our topic today, but I want to start off by giving us a little challenge. For this podcast, I think we should have a challenge from the start to the end. And the challenge is basically, we have to find, I won't say boyfriend or love life or whatever, a real human connection with the the opposite species.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what? Okay. What's a real connection, Bea? Let's define the terms. How do we know that our podcast process or finding our Mr. Virtual Right is a success? At the end of this, what's our checklist?
Okay, my number one is that you should see each other face to face after this pandemic is over, or in some way that we're able to travel or go outside of our homes. But you should see them twice, not just once, twice.
Agree. Okay, mine is it has to be legit enough that you're not shy to at least like post a story on your Instagram. Because you know how sketchy guys are like, no. I guess
Sino may makausap mo? Bakit ayaw sila magpa-post?
and bad experience.
Okay, sige.
So yeah, so that's I guess I would make it kind of legit.
But let's talk about what's your type. Yan. Sige na, mag-aminan na tayo dito.
Physically, the only thing I like is tall. Physically, that's it. And then everything else, smart, funny. See,
Okay.
I'm not picky. That's it.
Not picky. Everyone is picky. I do believe everyone is picky.
Yeah.
They just are lying.
What's your type? Be specific.
Okay, be specific. Wala nga specific eh. Kahit sino na lang. Joke lang. My type is, okay, actually Chef Sao is here watching. Hello. Love you also. He said he was just messaging me trying to set me up with a good guy. And I said to him, I think I put an emoji and he said, my type daw bad boy. Daw. But this is my type. Bosses. Kailangan maganda yung bosses.
Sample.
Yeah. Number one, hindi ko alam. Kailangan parang lalaki. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Like if there were, people like shoulders, mine is the voice.
Mm.
Okay. And then a couple things like good conversationalist. I know that sounds cliche, but kailangan kausap niya ako like for 7 hours at hindi kami mabore.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah. Nationality-wise, I'm not particular. I'm open to any.
Same. Filipino, not Filipino, all of the above, I'm in. As long as you make me laugh, I'm in.
Okay, you're in. So our guest tonight is actually someone quite special. She doesn't want to come out with her name. She has a secret name for us tonight. Her name is Miss Worldwide.
Ano?
Nandun ba siya? Miss Worldwide.
Maria, ayoko nang kumakanta. No, ayoko nang sumasayaw. It's too much pressure because I'm a terrible dancer. So if he's like some sort of like break dancer, Anyway, okay, back to our guest.
Okay, our guest, her name is Miss Worldwide. Because basically her mission in life is to unite nations through romance. So she really loves diversity, equality, yan, mga ganyan. So she has a special story, but she is asked to not show her face because meron siyang magulang at may respeto siya sa sarili niya. So, yun. Pero meron siyang photographic evidence for us. I'm just gonna try to bring her in without showing her face. Sana hindi kita. Tingnan natin. Hello, Miss Worldwide. Are you there? Hello?
Miss Worldwide, hello.
Nako. Nawala na.
Before we, while we're waiting for Miss Worldwide, let's not forget, this is a 3-parter. So virtual dating, Bea and I thought that it's really 3 parts. First is you have to find your seed and plant it. AKA, where do you find your virtual dates? And then next is watering it. How do you sustain these virtual connections of yours to last until the pandemic? And how do you harvest the seed? How do you harvest your crop? So after the pandemic, will it work out? Will it translate?
Yeah. So, okay, while we're waiting for our guest, kasi bukang sabi niya waiting to go live daw siya. But then, hindi ko naman siya nakikita. So sabi ko, if you're listening, balik ka. You're here. Are you there?
Miss Worldwide.
Miss Worldwide. Etong guest natin daw, ang ganda daw ng boses niya pang radio.
I can.
So, hintayin natin. Na-excite ako. Di ba mahilig ako sa boses?
She has a nice, sultry Miss World voice.
Ay, wala pa. Sabi ko, balik na lang siya. Balik ka na lang. Ayan. Umalis siya, babalik siya. Okay, let's talk about your virtual romance right now. Shari.
Huh?
Ayan na, bumalik na siya. Tago ko lang yung face niya. Sandali lang. Hello, everyone. Oh, we have 52 people watching us.
Hi,
Oh, wait. Okay. Can you hear her, Miss Worldwide?
Miss Worldwide.
I can hear her.
I can.
Okay. Wait. I hope. Just hide your face kasi baka tingnan natin. Hide your face. Tingnan natin.
Oh, there, I think I hear her.
There. Hello. Hmm. Ayan. Ayan na.
Miss Worldwide.
Sobrang suspense naman tong babae na to. Balik ka.
So, what is the title of Miss Worldwide story again?
Okay, this is exactly what happened. When we posted this podcast, when I said, okay, like, let's do it. Someone messaged our producer, Pia. I don't know if she's around. Pia, hello, shout out, as that's what they do in podcast, right? So someone messaged her and said, this is quite interesting. Real lover or reseller? And the story of the Bumble match that made you buy his pandesals. Ayan.
There, Miss Worldwide, welcome.
Oh, finally. Okay.
I'll hear her.
Okay, Miss Browad, tell us your story. Yes, can you hear? Wait.
No.
Oh, wait, I can hear. Wait. Let's hide her face. I just want to make sure no one sees her face or I'm dead. There.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, go. Tell us na.
Yeah, so elusive. This thing won't let me.
No one can hear her.
Okay.
Wait.
Can you hear her?
Wait, no.
There. Hello.
Can you guys tell us if you can hear her?
I think she's having a problem. Pwede naman natin ikwento kasi narinig na natin yung story na to.
Miss Worldwide, don't worry. We got you. Pia?
Okay. Sige, let's hide her. Tayo na lang magkwento.
Okay. So,
do you remember?
Yeah, Miss Worldwide is an avid app dater. So she likes to swipe left and right. So she found somebody on Bumble that attracted her, not based on looks, but based on his profile. The profile, what was it? This guy was some sort of chef for
Yes.
a restaurant that's quite hard to get. There, she's here.
Okay, she's here, but let's give her one last shot.
Okay.
Miss Worldwide, please give us your voice. Oh, Marielle knows her. Grabe naman to.
You're so always up to date.
Okay, I think she's having a hard time. Here, I'm gonna give her one last shot. I saw her. Girl, kanina kaya naman na. Ano nangyari sa'yo?
I'm back. Oh my gosh. Hello?
There.
Hello. Okay, I'm finally back. Oh my god.
Sige,
This
ikwento mo
Wi-Fi
na
is-
to.
Okay, kukwento ko na. So, am I on? Can the people watching you guys see me?
Nobody can see you, but we can hear
Okay.
you.
Just making sure. Okay. So right, we all have lockdown faces. So one we cut our own bangs, and then one is next is we make dalgona coffee, and the next we work out like crazy, post our yoga, cycling. Level 4. Hello.
Okay ka na. Go.
Yeah.
Hello. Ayan. So the last one is that we start fermenting something, right?
Yeah. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
We're just giving you the airtime. We're giving you all the airtime.
Okay. So what I did was that I was making sourdough bread, and all the different kinds of bread. So my story starts one May morning when I decided to go to one of the apps, and then I swiped left and right. But then one man just caught my eye. Sabi nung bio niya, he's a chef for one of the restaurants that you really have a hard time getting a reservation for. Alam niyo ba yun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, sobrang hirap. So, parang sabi ko, maybe if I match with him after the lockdown, I can get a little edge and get a bump in the wait list, we gotta do for good food.
Food will always motivate. Yeah. Agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were talking till morning one day, and he was like, hey, why don't you order something from our restaurant? I can deliver it tomorrow. So, syempre ako, gusto ko yun kasi parang, is that a present? Or, like, my love language is getting gifts. So, I said, okay, yeah, sure, why not? Tapos, yun pala, mag-order pala ako dun sa restaurant nila. Akala ko, they're gonna give it to me as a gift. But then, he was like,
I'm not judging.
the bread is like 400. Yeah.
So, nabentahan ka sa
So
mundo.
then I asked, yun, in short, yun yung nangyari. Tapos tinanong ko siya, are you here to date or are you here to sell your bread? And then he was like, maybe both. So then me, as someone who loves bread, I said, why not? Let me taste your breads. And then he said,
Wait,
okay.
wait, wait. Miss Worldwide, that's a good pickup line, ah.
What?
Taste your bread. Sa mga
Yeah.
lalaking nagpo-post ng bread, yan ang gamitan natin.
Oo,
Yeah.
taste my breads. And then
Is that something
so
Okay, and
Okay,
then?
so then
continue.
he was like, okay, I'll just so I said, okay, he said, I'll just put a nice little surprise inside. And then so that's what I got. You can see it on the screen. He gave me
Okay, just for everyone that
uh,
says no free massage, for the seniors that are watching, I think my lola's watching, and my mom and my dad. For those that can't read that closely, no free massage, but here's some starter.
How much is a starter?
I don't
yeah.
How much
know.
movie is this anyway?
So
It's a thought.
what?
Okay. Go ahead, and
Sorry?
then what happened?
Okay. So
Continue.
then
Continue with your
so then he sent me sourdough starter every day that week. So then after I bought like so much bread, he then asks me, "How about pancit? Do you want to try our pancit?"
benta ulit or for benta ulit?
Siyempre, benta.
Okay, Miss Worldwide, magkano bill mo? Para lang
So that
pa-virtual
so that
romance.
whole week it was like 2,000 pesos on bread.
So this 1 week virtual relationship na pag-gastos ka lang 2,000. You know what?
It's like, entertainment. That's 4 movies.
Yeah.
Entertainment expenses. Okay.
Okay,
So Miss Worldwide, how did this end? What happened?
so we just stopped talking, and then but I did end up with a very
Si ating Miss Worldwide. Nahihirapan sa Wi-Fi today. Ano nangyari sa dulo? You have to tell us. May
How
date
did
ba?
it end, Miss World? Did it just fizzle? Why?
wala. Wait, we didn't even follow each other on Instagram or add each other on Facebook, so it just ended.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's like the shelf life of bread, like a week.
Oh, okay.
But
That's okay.
I have a very active sourdough starter that I got to share with my friends when I let it live and thrive. So that's the story of
So,
how.
Miss Worldwide question. Did this experience put you off virtual dating? Are you like now like one of the non-believers that it just doesn't work?
Yeah, because this didn't happen like once. There was another person that I talked to also that sells
She's
burgers.
busy.
Nabentahan ka ulit. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Ayoko na mag-order ng food. Deliver.
But then we both agreed that it's just not gonna happen once until we're still in lockdown, because then we won't be able to see each other. And yeah, I guess it works for some, but then some it just doesn't work. Because I have a friend, she met someone on Passport. Do you guys know what that is? Yeah.
Mm.
No.
Tinder
So
passport, basically it's
yeah,
fake Tinder. Now you can.
yeah.
No, I don't know through experience. I just research.
They put it out for free for a week during like in March or April for everyone to use it during lockdown. So then she met someone there, and then they're like sending flowers from Canada to the Philippines and chocolates and gift baskets. So it can work if you guys are both on the same page. But then if you're on the apps to sell your bread or your burgers, then get out.
Okay, so wrap up tayo. Miss Worldwide, tanong lang ng producer namin, si
Anong
Pia.
tanong?
Masarap ba yung bread? Masarap ba yung bread?
Siyempre, mahal yung bread.
Worth it ba yung effort mo to make conversation for a week for the free starter and some bread that you paid for?
What? Sorry? You were
It was
talking.
worth it. It was okay naman. No regrets the 1 week.
Yeah, no regrets. I got really nice Instagram pictures for.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
It
but
was
the
worth
goal
it.
here is for you to find a real human connection. Not bread, not pancit, and not a big bill, right? We have to give her
Yeah.
hope. So, okay, we'll try to help you.
And I think we should take this idea to send the message out there that, guys, dating apps, it's not for selling. Okay? It's already a hard platform to be on. You got people posting you left and right, and then now you have to worry about people trying to sell you things. That's bad.
Okay, please stay out of dating apps. If you're trying to sell products, please, it's a really bad, tactless marketing strategy. It's kind of genius, but please.
Smart. No. No.
Okay, I have one question, last question, and then we'll let you sleep, or you can join us for a drink.
Okay.
Order ka ba ulit? Yan ang tanong dito.
Maybe after everything. Maybe if he can get me a reservation, then yeah.
Okay, and number one lesson here from Marielle is people gotta earn you. So they have to pay the 2,000 back in favors.
Kara found a new place to sell her cheesecake.
Yeah,
You don't
so
know.
there. For all the food entrepreneurs, you can use dating apps apparently. But please try to practice some tact. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Worldwide. We really appreciate the story. And hopefully we get you to believe on virtual romance eventually.
Thank you guys.
Good luck.
I'm gonna watch out
You
till you
deserve
guys check off of
not to be
this.
sold.
Sorry.
Good job.
Okay, we'll have you back in maybe 3 months and check if you're alive and if you've ordered way
Okay.
more food.
Thank you, Miss
I
Rose.
know. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so Bayon, we're back to our topic one. What's everyone doing now? How do they plant seeds?
Okay, so I did a bit of research on this
Hmm.
because I was reading into virtual dating. Is it possible? Like, it's a bit drastic to be so used for us, like seeing, going out on dates, and then going no dates, no face-to-face encounter. And there are actually a lot of people going on virtual dates. Like
Yeah.
on the Vice website, they were saying that people would make banana bread together. Okay, but let's talk about
Some
how-
other.
how's your experience? How's your virtual dating experience?
You know what? Honestly, even before the lockdown, I would try virtual dating, and honestly, 9 times out of 10, it's not really the best way to meet anybody. But somehow, I don't know. I guess it's like sortihan. Is that the thing? Like I guess with normal dating in life, like you meet a good guy, you meet a bad guy. It's
Yeah.
just that most men on dating apps, I guess it's the platform is mainly for one thing, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think there's two things are good ideas. Number one is go to a webinar.
Yeah, so that's a good question. How do you meet people aside from dating apps?
Okay.
Dating apps are pretty slim pickings.
Yeah, I don't think you should skip the dating apps. They're never good. I only use them for travel advice.
No.
Okay, number one is go to a webinar. And they always have Q&A options, right? So like a section where you can ask questions. Ask a question, ask a smart question. Put your email down and make sure that your camera is seen and look your best. And hopefully someone will pick you up.
So guys, in the virtual world, at the end of the day, people really can't see how you look. So the virtual world's cleavage is your brains. So now it's the time to shine with how smart you are.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, here we have a suggestion from Marielle. Do classes on ClassPass. The instructors are cute. I agree with this. I think this is the time to develop your interest, whether you like making sourdough or you want to work out. Maybe you'll find someone in the Zoom boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Parang bar.
I think because that check off something right away on the list. You meet somewhere like a forum or workout class. That's one thing in common you can talk about.
Yeah.
And again, you guys are gonna, if it's gonna last until the end of the pandemic, there has to be some sort of common ground that you can further your conversation.
So find your interest, find someone there. Skip the dating apps unless you're trying to resell products.
Yeah.
Okay.
So nakahanap ka na ng dates mo on the dating app. Next
Ako?
step, no, people. We're helping
Okay.
people here. We're leading the blind way.
Okay.
So,
okay.
okay, so you got them. Siyempre, you swipe left and right. You have a lot of matches. So how do you narrow them down? How do you segregate? How do you know which ones are the good ones or which ones are, the unsolicited picture senders?
There's no way. There's no way you can spend so many years with someone and they're still like that. I think you just have to deal with the conversation. That's it. It's all about the wit.
Yeah.
Lumalim na tayo dito. Basta, type mo siya.
So since we're in, babe, what's the best and worst virtual date you've been on?
I've had a few good ones, actually. I haven't had a bad one, I have to say.
I've had a bad one. And it's before the pandemic. So it was on Tinder. It was just like maybe a year ago. And then this guy, he was so nice on the app. And he was like, oh, let's move to WhatsApp. So we were talking like for a day. And then the next day he was like, then we should do a video call. And I was like, why? And he's like, no, it's just going to be nice to talk. So syempre, me being a dum-dum, I was just like, sige, sure. What's the harm? So I turned the video, I answered the call. And then what do I see? Not a face. It was an eggplant. So
Okay.
I think that was a bad virtual date.
Yeah, that's definitely a bad virtual date. Okay.
Yeah.
Men, for those that are listening or will listen to this video recording, please do not show anything unless we ask. Please save yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, my good date, if you really want, okay, I had two actually. I've had a few. Okay, my one good date was we cooked something together. That was really cute.
Yeah, that is cute.
And basically, it was we both got the same ingredients. And one date was I taught him how to cook something, and then he did the same for me. And we ate lunch or dinner, whatever the time is.
There's a time difference, yeah.
Yeah, there's not a time difference. It's just an hour, Ano lang. Yeah, that was fun. I think that's when you're learning something together, it's and there's no pressure to, alam mo na yun.
Cooking together is a normal date activity, so it kind of makes it not so virtual, at least it makes somehow a real connection.
Yeah. So, yeah, very cute. I would say, I love food, so that is definitely 100 brownie points for me.
Yeah.
Biglang nakilig. Ayoko na. Kwento.
Yeah, I'm jealous. How come nobody asks me to cook with them? I like to cook.
So how do you keep it spicy? Let's say you have one really great date. How do you maintain it?
You know what? I think it's always be funny. I mean, I think that always keeps up the spice. And when I say funny, it doesn't have to be corny jokes. Sometimes you can be, a little bit cheeky when you make jokes. And I guess a pervy joke is always a funnier joke, in my opinion, right?
So definitely cross the boundaries of, if you can't see each other face to face, you might as well use the language of, words, the art of words.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, babe, we got more questions when we posted this on Instagram. Yeah. So, people were asking, following them, aka your virtual dates on social media, is it a yay or a nay? And should you stalk them?
This is what I always think women should practice: being subtle, being not so intense about following or not following. Just let it slide in the conversation. Yeah. I don't know. There's a way to be subtle about it. Be a good.
Should you stalk?
You should definitely have a quick search.
Yeah.
A quick Google doesn't hurt.
Based on experience, people hide things and you never know. Like just a quick little rundown,
We did get a question, remember? Someone asked if I will find it for you guys. It was, how do you find, oh, I hope I can, do you remember that question I told you about?
How do you, which one?
The one, find a rich, what was it?
Oh yeah.
Wait, I have to find it. It was funny.
I think I have it here, yeah.
Oh, it was like, how do I find a rich guy, handsome guy who's not married, who's great, and basically a unicorn?
Basically, if you knew the answer to that, I wouldn't be here. I'd be wherever that unicorn is.
Yeah. So basically, do a quick Google. It doesn't hurt. So when you guys have added each other, just quick scan that he's not married, he's not engaged, he's not in an open relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, or he's not a beard. He's not using you as a beard. So just do a quick scan.
Oh my gosh, that's
Isa pa yan. Yeah. Isang topic yan.
Yeah. So now that we got our seeds, how do we cultivate them? How do we water the plants? But wait, big question first. Is, in your opinion, is virtual dating real life dating, or is it just something that we're doing because we're bored? It's like a game, like a virtual reality game.
You can never tell. Even dating someone face to face is not always real.
How pessimistic. But
I
guess it's true.
when we posed the question, I think 70% said it's real, and then there's 30% that said no.
I mean, people don't want to waste time. Like, what's the point of talking to somebody daily for something that's not real? Like,
okay, how often do you stalk Mr. Chef? I try not to stalk because I don't think it's healthy. You start to imagine things. I think it's better that you basically take it as it is. If you get a text message, if you get a call, just appreciate that. Do not stalk. I have done a quick Google for sure.
it's a must. People are
For
sketchy.
sure.
You gotta filter out the sketchy.
Yeah, so I do not stalk regularly. I think because I don't need to, I don't know. This is one thing. Men are not really good at social media, so there's nothing really to stalk.
Somebody said virtual date is not a date. Parang crush landi on you. Oh.
Tama ba?
Yes, it's not real until it's real,
Yeah.
And that's
That's what I thought, but people said 70% yes. So
I feel like you're establishing real connection anyway. That may like a bigger chance that it translates to real life. Or it's not wasted time. It's productive lande, not just random lande.
It's amusement in a good way.
Amusement with a goal. Amusement with an end goal.
Yeah, hopefully you're a good human being. Like people.
Yeah, after I'm done. I'm over it.
Yeah, people have been meditating, exercising. Just flirt responsibly.
Yeah.
Okay, other questions we have. I think you were.
I did get the pun. It's the show. Crush landi on you. Yeah, I got it.
Oh my God, you guys didn't get the pun.
Yeah, I got it. The crash landing on you. Alam ko yun.
Okay, ito pa. Sige, magtanong na tayo. Okay, this one was a good one from my kabarkada, Steph. On Zoom dates, do you feel like it's a job interview?
I've never had that experience. Every time, the good ones, especially the good ones, always nice conversation, funny. How about you, Leah?
I have felt the first time it was, I don't usually use Zoom for virtual dates. I like to keep that work, I'm professional.
Yeah, we're just using WhatsApp maybe, right?
Yeah, so I did use it, but then my virtual background for the brand was behind me. So mukhang tanga, diba? Parang nagsasell rin ako. Nagbebenta. Or nagpo-promote ng brand habang ka-Zoom ko yung tao. But it does feel a little bit awkward because you use it so much for work. And then suddenly it's like a dating communication platform. So definitely felt like the first time it was a job interview. Yeah, yan. Sabi ni Steph, so tell me about yourself. Oo, hindi naman naman first date yon. Kaya, di naman kailangan. But it was a bit awkward. For me, I'm always awkward though. So,
So wait, I like the question that does texting versus voice calls versus video calls, does it reflect a level of intimacy or comfort, or is somebody more interested in you if he does more than text, or does, do you think the connection? What do you guys think?
oo nga, mag-comment naman kayo dyan. Kami ni Shari feeling expert eh.
Oo
Hindi
nga.
naman.
Based on experience, feeling ko the text, voice call, video call, parang it's like a progression of, a progression. Ano yung parang first date, second date, third date. So parang more and more and more.
I was listening to a podcast though. I mean, a podcast and an article that was saying that like the art of happiness is all about, trying to connect more. Like there's some certain thing in your head that gets released, and having more eye contact is great for human connection. So whether it's a relationship or a flirtation interaction, I don't know if that's a phrase, but basically I think the best is FaceTime at this stage, because you obviously can't have physical dates.
But I like a call. I don't know why I like phone calls. Kasi parang it just feels like you're not distracted by, you're in pajamas, your hair is a mess, but you're just talking on the phone. I like it. It feels like the conversation just, it feels smooth.
Shari, what are you talking about? I'm always dressed up.
I'm the same.
You always look like that every day.
I pantulog to sleep. I know.
Yeah.
It's nice.
So phone call for you. So for all those men that are watching for Shari, please call her.
Phone, and like video, syempre. Sometimes texting can be so tiring because there's a lot of things that you can't really see tone through text. You can't tell. So.
Yeah. I like texting though. I mean, it's a mix. You gotta mix it up. That's how you spice it up.
Well, 24/7, but you don't want to text 5 ever either.
Yeah, definitely the best is FaceTime. Guys, so kung nasa mood kayo at may energy, mag-FaceTime kayo. Anne says, call or bust it. Is that what she's saying? Call or bust?
Or bust.
Okay.
And agree. Yeah,
agree.
True.
Call or nothing. Call or video call.
Level up the texting.
I like text. It's fun. It's banter. It's like, a little bit of interaction.
Yeah. And again, texting, kasi my theory with texting is you can think so much. Like you can versus on call, again, it's basically real life because you don't have time to come up with something clever. Sa text, it's not naturally. You can be Googling something that you've seen, a quote that you're just pretending is yours through text. But when you can't make that, or a video, you can't make that up,
So basically our conclusion is it's text. I mean, this is pretty normal. Text, phone call, video. That is the highest level of relationship you can go right now.
Okay. Another question. Do you think that virtual dating can be just as good as face-to-face? Is it possible?
Okay. At first, I was a pessimist about this because, distance and physicality is important. But then I've been hearing a lot of love stories. This is actually giving me hope. I had one friend who, she doesn't want to be named. What's up? Everyone's trying to be secretive with their love lives. But hopefully at some point, everyone will share. Can you hear me? You can. Yeah. Okay. So she was saying that she met someone at a party last year, about December. And she didn't really remember him because she was blind drunk. And then during the lockdown, I think he went overseas at the US. And she was here. And then she did the typical nagpabili, pasabay. Since uso yan ngayon. Nagpasabay siya ng film. So, binila naman ng lalaki. Then from there, they started talking 5 months, 5 months in the making. And then according to her, this was so interesting. Because me, I don't like to think about this stuff. She said, according to her, according to her, ano ba yan?
Walang shy type kapag shy type. Who is this? You're funny.
Okay. Zero pressure, zero distractions, such as dating, sex, meeting up, food, just pure brain conversation. Basically, brain aphrodisiac. Then he went to visit her, I think after 5 or 6 months. I'm not sure about the timeline. Right. And then he had to meet her family or her dad. And at first she was so nervous. Like, you know when you haven't seen someone in so long? And
Yeah.
you got along online, but you don't know if it'll work out. Like you don't know until you see the person. So they did, and then he caught up with her dad or something, and luckily everything went fine. And she said that thing is real. So
Yeah. But I guess there's always, I mean, there's a chance. There's like, I guess I feel like you connect so much, your brains connect so much. How bad can this person be in person?
Yeah.
That it will not translate at all. Feeling ko ito, like this whole not face-to-face thing can kind of speed things up in person na, diba?
yeah, I think it's like how you go back to your like parents and grandparents.
But it means, may risk eh. I have such a thing for smell. Like, what if connect kayo in person? And then this person you finally meet, like from afar, you're like, this is it. You feel it. You make eye contact, and then you approach, and then you approach, and then you approach, and then may putok siya.
Oh, that's your issue.
No,
That can happen anytime.
I mean, that's a real. I'm just saying, like, you can like everything can be right, and then the smell comes, and then that's like a big turn off. Can you move past it, Bea? Like being good.
I'm not fussy with smell though.
Talaga.
Yeah, I'm not.
Kasama
I'm not
ko.
fussy with anything.
Talaga?
Yeah, I'm not.
Talaga ha? O sige. Let's test that. Next time I hang out with you.
Oh, ano pa? Ano pa ang mga question? I think people were really wondering if, okay, what do you do on dates? This is so important. I mean, 6 months lockdown, or I think we're almost to the year. What are the creative things you can do to keep it exciting?
I think what you did was actually
No,
fun.
no, naman.
The thing is fun.
Yeah.
I read somewhere that I read an article that this girl, like all they did was during the start of the lockdown was they would watch one movie a week together, and then they discuss that movie, and that's the way they bonded.
Okay, movies.
Common interest, find something, do it together. Like pretend that you're time apart. Just shove yourself in their lives somehow.
Yeah, it's like basically you're seeing. Oh, there you go. You've got a couple questions, Shari.
Will you agree to be exclusive without meeting in person?
I know. Ikaw magsagot niyan.
Under normal circumstances, no. It'll take it'll take like something intense. No, I don't think so. Like 80% no, 20% yes.
Oh, may 20%. Okay, may pag-asa. Okay, so other things you can do is like ask each other a lot of questions. I think sometimes when we go on dates, you don't really ask enough questions. It's really sometimes people are talking about themselves or talking about the food. This is the time to ask questions.
Briggs is asking first, paano ko mabaho? That's what I said, Briggs. That's a turn off. Steph's asking for a friend who doesn't have Facebook. How many people can or should you talk to at the same time?
Ayan. Importante yan. Ayan. Kasi I posted a graph, diba? That people were talking, like at least half were talking to 3 or 2 people. And then there was like a super small percentage of people talking to like just 1. And then another percent that were talking to like 5 or 4. Okay.
What's your answer, Bea?
It's, it really depends on you. So,
yeah.
Like for me, I only talk to 1 because it's just my energy is like I have other things to do.
At the end of the day, no matter how many people you talk to, like, you're always gonna have a favorite. Like, it's normal. You're always gonna like somebody more. You can't like 2, 3, 4, 10 people equally at the same time. Like, I feel like you should allow yourself to talk to other people, and then just don't make.
So, how many, Shari? How many?
What?
How many do you talk to?
Me? Not a lot. No, 1.
1. Okay, 1 lang. Oh, sige. Sino dito?
No, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
1 favorite. Everybody has just 1 favorite. That's it. Like I think it's normal that people would come and go, even in real life, not just virtual. People will come and go and show interest.
Yeah.
You're like 1 more.
Yeah. So,
Don't and say,
Just, be transparent. For those people that want to know, just ask. There's nothing wrong with just saying, ayan, ayan ang mga tao. May question sila. How many, Shari? Ayan, how many nga?
next question.
Grabe, ayaw i-admit. Okay, on the range of 3 to 5.
I have one favorite, and that's the only important thing. And it's definitely never, not.
Yeah, I think just be upfront. Like, ask, like, I don't know how you ask. Like, just so you know, I'm not really talking to anyone. And then if they have a quick silence, then maybe they are talking to a lot of other people.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you can't blame, especially in the virtual world. Like, especially early on, like a few months in, you can't tell, ako lang kakausapin mo ha. Huwag ka na magka-swipe sa kung saan. I mean, that's unfair.
Yeah.
Right? Pero I think when you're in the point that it's been a while, don't be a douche naman and, keep talking and talking to.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's next question.
Okay, basically don't lie. As in, we know what happened during this pandemic, a lot of like denial on what was happening, a lot of delayed information on the pandemic from China. So the same with dating. Please do not have delayed information. Ito, this is an interesting question. What does time of your Zoom date say about his or her intentions?
I think it doesn't say anything about intentions because ideally you're in the same time zone.
Okay.
But also, you're also always on different schedules. I think it's more of the substance of the date. But then again, if he always calls you at like 12 midnight or 2 in the morning, okay, and same time, that's weird.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think it's just respect for each other. If you guys both know each other's time zones, time or schedule, just be aware of that. Like, if the person's sleeping, don't bother them.
Yeah.
Diba? Meron naman tayong mga apps about telling you time, diba? Meron naman tayong clock. So, please, do not call at 4 a.m. And if he's calling you at 4 a.m., iba na yun.
Yeah.
Okay, so other question, Shari. This is really interesting. At what point is it okay to start sending sexy pictures? Ikaw na sumagot nito.
Honestly, don't feel that you're obliged to send sexy pictures. But if you want to, and you feel like you're in that level, you're comfortable, send them. But be smart. Don't like what Bea you said before. If you're gonna send like something, make it like a nice.
I think the main thing is you can be creative. Maybe take a photo on the beach or something.
But not laman.
Yeah, take a photo on the beach. Take a photo while exercising. Yan, mga ano yan. Pleasing to the eyes.
And again, let's say you're the type of girl who wants to send a nude. Don't naman show your face. If you have any moles na special to you or tattoos na special, don't include them in the pictures. Just make sure that you can deny that they're yours.
But according to my dad, don't ever do anything you want to deny.
That's also true. But then sometimes, Bea, you know how people can get, especially when they're in an exciting time.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Ano pa? Ano pa mga questions?
Guys, I'm just reminding our viewers to like our page and to subscribe to our channel so that, the next time we go live, which is next week, you'll...
Okay, we're almost done. I think we're almost wrapping up. This is the most important thing. What's going on? What's going to happen after this pandemic? I don't know.
AKA it's harvest time. How do you... Okay, so we planted our virtual seeds and we've watered.
Yeah.
How do we harvest our crop? And what are the odds, do you think, that these people or person that we're actually talking to or the people are talking to, you think it's going to translate to real life after this pandemic?
Yeah, I think this is a tough one. It's basically to make sure you didn't waste your time, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know. My perspective is always no expectations. I don't know if it's a bad one. I am not an expert in love, just to remind everyone. I've
Yeah.
had my fair share exciting moments, but definitely I think with this time, just be an interesting person, be interested, but don't expect.
Yeah, I think be open. The point of these platforms, man, is you really do want to find love. If that's your intention, be
Yeah.
open to it. But be open to the fact that most likely, like, there's a big chance, more than 50%, that it's not going to work online.
Okay. So prepare for the worst. I think this is a good one. I always think about if you're talking to someone, would you still be okay if you guys were just friends? Oh, hi, Spanky. Hello. He's drinking wine with us.
Just
Nice.
said that there's a secret chat option on Telegram where you can send your nudes. So
Okay, there you go. We're talking about harvesting here, not to ano ba yung tawag dyan? Fertilizer. I am not sure what you call that.
um,
Um,
try
basically,
carefully. Believe that you can find love, but don't be disappointed if you don't.
yeah, I think, and you don't have to think of, this is another question. We have to have a topic on this. How do you tell like love versus infatuation? But let's not answer that today. So,
Also, oh yeah, but okay, yeah.
so basically, to harvest the crop is like no expectations, but try to make plans. Is that what you're saying?
Make plans ASAP. As soon as you can make plans, make it now. Why prolong things if you can finally end this
Yeah.
virtual existence? So ASAP, you're allowed to see each other and see each other. Right?
Yeah. But please be safe. Wear a mask. All that.
I mean, I said when you're allowed. Don't risk
Okay. Okay. Maria said no one is safe. I agree. But
screen
some
photos. That's true.
relationships.
When you're doing like your Skype or your video calls, they can screenshot that. So again,
Oh.
just make sure to hide your face all the time. All the time.
Okay, so Sherry, we have to conclude. Okay,
Okay.
about this virtual romance. Is it real or not real? What do you feel about it?
I think honestly, I think it can be real because at the end of the day, it's all mental now, and I strongly believe that okay, people always say that I don't know. Some people think put sex first and physicality first,
Yeah.
but we're all gonna get old, and the novelty of being with somebody attractive will fade. But smart, funny connections forever. Is that cheesy?
Pinag-isipan mo to, ah. Okay, sige, I like that. So connection is everything. Okay, for me naman, it's like basically you hear these like great love stories about your parents and your grandparents. Like I think my grandmother was telling me that she got married to my grandfather after 6 months. Like she just knew. So anything can really happen right now. And what is so great about this situation is it's all brain aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yan ang,
How good conversationalists will be after this.
yeah, we'll have better conversations, better relationships. Okay, this is obviously us being very hopeful about our current situation.
After this, the podcast, hindi siya gumana.
So, Shari, every week we're gonna check on each other on our progress with the challenge.
Virtual, yes.
But maybe we can tell everyone what we're expecting the next episode.
Okay, so the next episode, I guess it's basically how men and women have different forms of communication. We use words differently, so we're always lost in translation.
Yeah.
So next week, guys, send in like lines that you think men or women misunderstand that you tell each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we will try to interpret, but we'll try to get a linguistics teacher. Does anyone know a linguistics teacher that can break it down for us? Please message us at thirstyandthirty, Instagram. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. This is our first episode, and we were so excited to hear all the stories, right, Chari?
Yeah, I hope this first episode was good. Of course, there's always room for more information, guys. So tell us what you want to hear. Tell us what you want to learn. And if we actually get to help you, tell us.
Oh my God.
That's success for me.
I'm worried what kind of advice we would give everyone. But thank you so much to our friends for watching. Next time daw, catfishing. Ayan. And then, ayan, ano sabi? Sana ipasa na ang scene tax para naman may money kami, mga boys, every time na si scene.
Ano daw?
Hindi ko gets. Sige, interpret na lang natin mamaya.
Okay, before next podcast, yan yung lost in translation tayo. Perfect.
So next week, it's all about language. So the people that are using in a bit, ano pa? Ano ba mga ginagamit ng lalaki?
Like, also when girls, when I reply and I just say K, that doesn't mean K. It means, parang visit ka. Yun yung, when you say K lang instead of spelling out okay.
Oh, okay. I do that. Okay. Let's see. We have so much to talk about and so much to advise on. And please, guys, help us. We have a challenge. We need to get through this.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.
Cheers.
Bye. Cheers.